Today's going to be a fun video. There's a lot of things to talk about and some things to learn. There is a meta that the community hasn't noticed or adopted, and I want to show it to you. I got tons of gameplay. As a matter of fact, I had over 20 minutes of clips, various scenarios, and if you've been following me, you know that I've always been a champion of the bombardiers since they came out. With what you can do now, over the top strong. When I'm on Hunter, it's all I'm going to be using. And I can confidently tell you, if you do this, you will see it. You will see results. You're going to get a lot of kills. Multiple a match. Rumble, 3v3, 6v6, everywhere. I want to show you what it does, how to do it, the damage numbers, how the pairing works. But before we get into it, it's been a couple weeks, the game is fire. This video is sponsored by GameStop. With the fastest, most powerful Xbox ever, the Xbox Series X, fight for the fate of Sanctuary with the Diablo 4 bundle at GameStop. Forge your path through corrupt lands with 12 teraflops of raw graphic processing power. Slay ceaseless demons in immersive action-packed combat powered by a 1 terabyte custom SSD. Making the most of every gaming minute as all hell breaks loose with lightning-fast load times and an expansive open world, all powered by the Xbox Velocity architecture. Join fellow adventurers, retake besieged towns, and delve into nightmarish dungeons in hyper-realistic 4K. The bundle also includes Inarius Wings and Inarius Murloc Pet for Diablo 3, the Amalgam of Rage Mount for World of Warcraft, and the Umber Wing Darkness Cosmetic set for Diablo Immortal. Those games are sold separately. Don't forget to add in the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate membership, sold separately, to play brand new games on day one from Xbox Game Studios, Bethesda Softworks, and more. Plus, you can enjoy hundreds of Xbox games with friends on console, PC, and cloud. The bundle has it all. And good news, you can purchase the Xbox Series X Diablo 4 bundle at GameStop right now using the link below right at the top of the description. We have a new Strand aspect, Threaded Spectre. Activating your class ability leaves behind a decoy. After taking significant damage, it will detonate and release 2 Threadlings that seek out and attack. And then we have the Bombardiers. Dodging drops a bomb, and on Strand, it severs your opponent. Sever, outgoing damage reduced, and since they're severed, when you down them, they will turn into a tangle. Okay, the combination is a nuke. It is Ape Kryptonite, a one-shot, with 4. Yes, 4 total damage sources. We need to talk about those. Sometimes there's another one. So in the Crucible, how much damage does it take to break the decoy? 177. Something to consider, the bomb itself taps the decoy for 138, then it starts getting weapon dependent. You can one-shot it after that. The damage is scaled kind of weirdly. I almost thought it's coded as a vehicle or just a flat out PvE enemy, because something like an aggressive frame SMG like Immortal deals 36 to it. So SMGs need a couple bullets. Most all others, any primary, but especially a sidearm like Buzzard deals 91. You can crit the decoy to get some yellow numbers. We don't need to worry about that. But the 4 damage sources, and again, there's another one if the scenario is right. The bomb itself in the Crucible does 120 damage if they're right on top of it. It's going to decay as they get away from it. So the bomb can do 100, 60, 80, 30, all distance related. The second damage source is the explosion of the decoy. That is 101. If they run into it and they're next to it, it's going to explode. If they're a little bit away, same deal. It decays out distance related. Could deal 90, 80, 70, whatever. But out of the gate, this right here, if they touch that decoy, after you dodge, it's over. They're nuked. And it happens all the time. And there's even times where there was bomb damage. Maybe we add in unravel damage. And then they run into the decoy and it explodes. So 120 from the bomb, 101 from the decoy. Stupid lethal. And if you haven't noticed, it absolutely RPS is like the deepest play in the Destiny 2 handbook. Maybe you're low health. They bring out that shotgun, flat out rush. Maybe they have a knee slide exotic. They're going to cross the gap. Maybe they have a jug shield, Teus wards. You're an easy target. Or maybe it's back to back like right here. Maybe they eat a snipe with a jug shield. Maybe another shot with the wards. But the Bombardiers, though, on Strand, can't get away from that. Distance-wise, again, if it drops on them, it will one-shot them. And when I say one-shot, not the one-shot that you hear in your comms, like an actual one-shot. And the 3rd and 4th damage source are the Threadlings. Bomb 120, proxy detonation, 101 on the decoy. Then 2 Threadlings come out that do 45 damage apiece with the fragment. And in some of the gameplay, if they backed off, the decoy will be sitting there. I will lead with it or destroy it later. Because when I see red on my radar, the Threadlings, the game knows where that enemy is. So I'll shoot the decoy, one-shot it with the sidearm or whatever I'm using. 90 damage is seeking their way. And there's some plays where I just simply do it all myself. Usually, again, a sidearm. I found it's the best. Spray weapon. As soon as I dodge, just start spraying the enemy and the decoy. And the enemy is going to take proximity damage from the bomb. And if I explode it, proximity damage from the decoy. And then again, the 245s are seeking them. 311 total damage here, guys. 311 from a dodge. And it could be all at once. It could be spread out. There are times where The bomb will get splash damage, but the decoy won't. But then we have the threadlings. Sometimes the decoy is just out there. I've had people run into it. The explosion proximity plus the 2 threadlings is 191. In that area where you dodge, it is a no-fly zone. Very high success rate for downing enemies. And you'll get ties all the time as well. A lot of kills after you go down. I've even emoted as I do it because there's literally nothing they can do. And remember, especially against controller, when that decoy comes out, it will grab and pull your aim assist. When it comes to controller, reticle friction, it will friction onto that decoy. So a lot of times when people are rushing in, it'll soak up shotgun pellets. It'll soak up whatever it is. So I see Trials report. I see different lists from the past week, this week. We got the Mask of Bacchus making an appearance. No bombardiers. And Trials aside, even in 6v6, nowhere to be found. I am telling you, and I am confidently telling you, and you've seen it, there's so much more. If you use these, they will work. They are offensive, they are defensive. If you play hand cannon scout pulse, SMG sidearm, it all applies. Someone gets in your space, AoE from the Strand Bombardiers is massive. You will slow them down and down them or severely chip them. I've used it with great success in Trials, all the same ways I have done in 6v6. Again, you can be very aggressive with it, get right in there, and if you do it right in front of them, they'll punch the decoy. At that point, that's enough damage for the bomb to set off the entire sequence. It's silly. Because it has so many damage sources, there's a lot of play with it. And how I run it, max mobility 100, I do double bomber with Reaper, but you could do Reaper utility kickstart. Aspects are, of course, the decoy, Thread Spectre, with Widow's Silk. Now this is taking away the slam. That's fine. I haven't missed it. You have the bomb now. Couple things to do with the fragments. I use Ascent because of Widow's Silk, 2 grapples. Activating that grenade ability reloads the weapon, gives AE, good handling. Also, plus 10 mobility. Evolution, Threadlings travel farther, deal additional damage, that's the 45 damage. Transmutation, while you have Woven Mail. Weapon Final Blows create a tangle. Thread of Warding, picking up more of a power grants Woven Mail. So that's why we have Reaper. Dodge with the Bombardiers. Get some Weapon Final Blows. You're going to get an Orb of Power. That's going to give Woven Mail. Weapon Final Blows start creating tangles. You could throw in Generation if you want somewhere. Dealing damage generates grenade energy. That's just always good. But this bomb is the greatest Bombardier bomb that we've ever had. Ape Kryptonite. Once they get in your zone, it's over. I'm telling you, it is over. Very confident in it, and I highly encourage you to set it up the way I set it up, doing some of the things that you saw in the video. You be the judge. If you're new here, remember to hit the subscribe button, and if you are subscribed, thank you so much for your support. Let's talk about the Bombardiers down below and the Threaded Spectre, the new decoy. Thank you for watching, and until the next one, I am CoolGuy.